Westdale!
This 2020-2021 school year has been challenging, especially for teachers. We just want to say a big thank you.
It doesn't matter where. It doesn't matter when. It doesn't even matter how. Teachers find a way to show up.
Hola, amiguitos.
Good morning, students.
Good morning.
So whatever school looks like in the future, whether it takes place in classrooms, living rooms, or chat rooms, we know you'll be there to fuel our days, feed our minds,
Give me a big smile,
and fill our hearts.
We love you, we miss you, we're thinking of you.
We're counting on it because we need you, and it doesn't work without you.
Thank you, teachers.
Thank you, teachers.
Thank you, teachers. Thank you.
I want to thank Ms. Edelman for teaching me all there is to know about aquaponics. I have learned so much in her class. Like, some of these things I didn't even know existed until I took aquaponics. And she is just an amazing teacher, and I've learned so much in her class.
Thank you, Mr. Green, for teaching us about the legislative branches. We learned a lot about the government and how it works.
Madam Levis for teaching me U.S. history. I learned a lot about the history of our country and about Confederacy and about Civil War. And all while learning that, I also learned it in French, which helped with my vocabulary, which is sure to help me in the future. And so I'd just like to say thank you to my teacher for teaching me such wonderful things.
I want to thank Ms. Green for teaching me math and how to, one thing she taught me was how to multiply and divide fractions.
Thank you, Mr. Gamble, for teaching me. I really learned a lot from you.
I want to thank Mr. McKay for teaching me math and French. We learned a lot about fractions. We learned how to do proportional rates, and we learned how to do some stuff that we're going to learn next year in algebra.
I want to say thank you to Ms. Due. She's one of my favorite teachers at Westdale, and I'm glad to have had her in 7th and 8th grade because she really helped me out with my attitude, and she really taught me a lot of things that I would use later on in life, especially in high school and after that for sure. So I just wanted to say thank you to Ms. Due.
You've been through a lot, but despite what happened at home, you have never let us down. You've always let us go outside. You've always helped us with our assignments. You've always let us have that freedom that a lot of teachers don't let us have. You've always been a very good teacher despite anything that's ever happened, and I just want to say
thank you, Mr. Burgess, for teaching me and giving me this wonderful experience.
Mr. LeBlanc for working with us.
Mr. Toscano for teaching me how to plant, how to grow some fruit, and how to grow plants. Gracias, Mr. Toscano, por enseñarme cómo plantear y cómo crecer frutas y vegetales.
Blanca for teaching us about digital reality, technology, and the causes of bullying.
Thank you, Ms. Golas, for teaching me World War I and II and all the other history she ever taught me.
Thank you, Mr. Waldrop, for teaching me how to measure notes and how to sing with my vocals, because before I didn't know how to sing that well. So thank you, Mr. Waldrop, for teaching me how to do stuff during COVID.
Thank you, Ms. James, for teaching me art history, different techniques, making me use different mediums that I was afraid to use before. And I'm really grateful for all the effort and time that you put into teaching.
For teaching me how to focus on my work and about flowers for Algernon.
For teaching us about the most popular cities in Louisiana.
Thank you, Ms. Muswan, for teaching me that ELA is very important in preparing me for high school.
Thank you, Mr. Alwahaja, for teaching us about American history and the economy and how it changed over time and the revolution.
Thank you, Ms. Young, for teaching me about fractions and graphs.
For teaching us everything we need to know for 8th grade. I really enjoy learning about the Pythagorean theorem.
And I enjoy learning the volume and linear relations.
Thank you, Ms. Carter, for teaching me ELA and preparing me for high school.
I would also like to say thank you to Senora Cobas because she has taught me Louisiana history and she's actually made me love learning about it.
Gonzalez for teaching me keyboard.
Sarah for teaching me algebra.
For teaching me the alphabet, so I'm really enjoying it.
E for teaching me the game Kahoot and the high cat principle.
For teaching me ELA and about Niagara Falls.
For teaching us ELA. Thank you for us reading the book out of the dust. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you, Ms. Field, for teaching me math.
teaching me reading and English.
For Teachers Appreciation Week, I would like to say thank you to Senora Manzanares. I have learned so much this year, and I think that I nailed my LEAP test because of her.
Thank you, Mr. Brown, for teaching me math.
For teaching me science. Mr. Watcher for teaching us about chlorine gas and all the other chemicals that we use today.
For teaching me about the law of superposition.
For teaching me about cells, atoms, and how energy works.
Ms. Ray for teaching me about STEM, science, and the things I need to know so I can get to my STEM career.
On behalf of the student body, thank you. Gracias, merci, xin